Yeah, first job of the day, passports for beef. Every single animal on the farm will have a passport, and they've got to have a certain amount of ear tags as well. So this one's missing an ear tag, so we'll just chuck it into here. Right, pressure's on now. Like that. They're ready for going to the farm shop, if you know what I mean. Cows have all been fed. We're going to take the trailer and bring it over the road. I think that's my t-shirt. Tell you what, that's a ginger job if I've ever seen it. A neighbour wants to borrow the tank here, but obviously I can't get through there anymore. I can't go through the gaps in the muck spreader because it's too tight, and that won't fit under the barn there. And if it don't fit under the barn there, if it doesn't, my mother wouldn't like that kind of English, definitely won't fit on the other side. So I'm gonna have to go through here. He says, I can drive through where he's taking the trailer away. What a utility vehicle. Dad's going to Cotton Eye Sale today, so he's in a little bit of a rush. He's like, no, I'll help him. Gotta love it. We just thought, I can drive through here. Won't be able to do this for long now. Oh, they're gonna make some nice thin cement, concrete, whatever you call it, to go through there. Nice and steady through here. There we go. Oh, sugar. It's not, I've got probably in the worst spot ever. It's wet enough. There we go. So I'll leave that there for my neighbour when he wants to borrow that. At least it's out of the way of them as well, so that's good. The wind's broken that. So today's plan is for the beef stock that are in the big field and the long field and wherever they've been here. It's the 1st of November today, and they're coming in. We've got the trailer on the back of the 85 because we want to bring some home ready for just Christmas beef. 2 big bales, we've got loads of big bales, so we're going to bring them to here, feed them on big bale stock. It's not the best, so they need eating up if they go another year, because we don't really eat that many big bales during winter, to be honest. It's normally a summer thing for us, so we always make them in summer for the summer after, but they're not going to last. Yes, I have Rob, next door neighbours, JCB. We've got loads of, there's a little bit of straw, a little bit of old hay, but loads of sawdust left. So my idea is just to drag it all back. There's no point taking it out. Drag it all back, see if I can just make a bit of a job about it. So they won't need bedding up for about a month probably.
It's only a question, Nick.
Yeah.
Why not just move them all? They'll just be there for now on the side.
Yeah.
Why do you want to sort them out? I can drag that back to the hay you want to go at the front end.
I'm going to put that hay at the front there. I think there's 42. So the beef stock are coming in. See, I've taken the overalls off. They're just a bit tighter than last year, them overalls. Don't know why. Porridge. Got my uncle just stood in that gap. Luke's going to stand in that gap. There's a little bit of a bogey gap over there, and there's more staff that you can shake a stick at on the other side, so they should be all right. Needs mucking out again, but it's one of those jobs where you're like, oh, they were going to come out anyway, so. But the plan is to get them all out at once, because once you get one on its own, it's a nightmare. Go on, girl. Once you kind of realise we're going out today. Go on. Whoosh. Ha, ha. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Seems good luck's finally on my side. She pulls the sheets off of me.
The best stock in here, not even lying, are the Angus crosses. Feed off nothing, because the quality of the grass is going rubbish. That is actually not as bad as it was last year. It was worse last year. Come on, hurry up, hurry up! Hey, 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 hey! They're going now. Hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up! You're gonna shut that, Uncle John. Hey, hey! Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I got you, honey, and you got me.
Hey, hey, hey! So when you're moving stock, you got to use your outside voice. That's your loud voice. There we go. They're all in. Worked very well, did it?
I think so. I'm thinking, when we want to, we can put all those other cattle that are in the opposite highlands into that field for a week. We move them anytime.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not desperate, is it?
They're not desperate.
I got you, honey, and you got me. I
That was close. Live action of Tom Squash Gang. Oh, this is my Uncle John as well, if you've never met him. We'll see him closer later on. Told you, ultimate utility vehicle. You're going to put him down with that, and you're moving with them attitude. Make life easy.
Wildest dreams, yeah, I got you, honey, and you got me. Yeah, I got you, honey, and you got me. Yeah, I got all I could ever need. I swear you are out of my wildest dreams. Yeah, I got you, honey, and you got me.
They're on the big bales because these big bales aren't the best things in the world. They're alright, but they probably won't last another season, I don't think. You can see a bit of mould there. And these aren't the ones we made this year, the ones we made last year off the golf course field. Dad said he should have left them a day or two longer and they would have made really good hay. But it's kind of in between a hay and haylage and they're not the best. So Luke's got to go get 2 more bales. The elephant in the room is the great wall of straw. When we moved it, we were like, oh, we're gonna have to move that when we do get a cattle in. Well, cattle starting to come in, so we're gonna have to start moving that, so that's gonna be amazing. The other thing we want to do now though, that's why we've got the trailer, is we want to pick about 3 or 4 out, ready for the farm shop, like I say, before Christmas. That's the next plan. I'm gonna try and clip them up tomorrow if I get a chance. They want doing tomorrow, because if I don't get them done tomorrow, they're not gonna get done till next week. And we need to really get them done before they get mucky, because stock inside do get mucky. But I tell you what does help is the brushes. So there's some stock in the other shed over there. I'll show you actually. I'll tell you what, they're not going to need bedding up for a while, these things. Oh, here they are. 1, 2, 3. If you go talk to me, but you look so fine and I really want to make you mine. Yeah, so we've got 1 brush there and we put another brush in here last year. And these stock, obviously they're a bit mucky. That's the only problem with putting the brushes. It's hard to scrape round them, but we can sort them out. Obviously bedded them up. And they stay so much cleaner with just those brushes. Like, look how clean that beef stock is. Really nice, tidy, they look really well. So I've ordered a few more of these to go into that shed. I don't know how I'm going to do it, because they need to be bigger to go into that one. And I think it's less of a gap in between here. So I don't really want them there again. I might have to put them like there. I don't know, I have to figure it out. But we've ordered some more of them because they are so good. I want to put them in the beef shed here and I want to put them in the dry cows as well and the young stock building. Rotating ones are fantastic for the cows. Those ones are just slightly cheaper and the beef stock can absolutely batter them and there's no chance of it breaking, so that's what I want to hear, you know. Where is he? You alright? Yeah, look at this for bedding, eh? Shed load. Really good sawdust for being absorbent and just kind of not having to bed them up as much as straw, because straw's so expensive, but it's not as good to be put back on the land. You really need to get it to rot, which can be a slight issue, but we've got enough muck for it to rot with. Nice and peaceful. I'm you, my darling. You're an okay size, an oldish one, but just looking at them now, there's nothing that's standing out to me. We don't need anything for 2 weeks. Do I keep them here, put them on cake, and just see what they do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40, 41, 42! This is a big-ish one, but they'll go home onto a dairy cow ration, so they should push on. Heads up, send those 2. Good, yeah, on the left. That's quite a bit, that. See, I left that there because I thought they'd all play in it, but they're all very chilled. I think we got the best here. Not trying to say I just did that one-handed whilst holding the camera. There you go, we're in the hole. So yeah, that is our main beef stock in, isn't it, Dad? Yeah. They're just due. Normally we do it when it's raining, it's horrible. That field's had enough. The quality in the grass is gone. We were going to bring him in about 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, but then we gave him the long field and it gave us another 2 weeks of grazing, which is amazing. Obviously bringing them in is a cost. You got to bed them up all the time, you got to feed them. They're looking really well. They just need, like I say, we'll bring the clippers in, get the crush in, we'll clip around the back ends, we'll clip the backs off, clip the tails, and we'll worm them at the same time. The best stock, I tell you, look at him. Obviously our Anguses are quite plain compared to your pedigree men, but then look at these Highland crosses. They look really well, them Highland crosses, aren't they? So well. No, they're not the biggest things in the world, but they've had a good start because they were suckling for 10 months, Dad says. This is Pluto. Look at him. Actually got a bit of fat. Hopefully I'll get to it tomorrow. We are milk recording tomorrow morning, so that's a bit of a job on as well. Gotta love it. But yeah, that's it. You happy they're in now, Dad?
I'm happy there's a good lot in, plenty more to pick at.
If you can hear him. Right, we'll go trim those up and we'll finish off. Luke is just giving everything a bit of a tidy up because when they're outside they get a long tail, but it's not too bad because it always rains on them. It keeps them nice and clean. It's just trimming them all up. These are the two that we're going to today. So we didn't trim these up straight away. And just get a bit of muck on them. They don't like sitting in cubicles sometimes. So he's just on with that. Make them look pretty. Look at that, even the back end's done. There we go. They're going in the shed. I know it's not ideal, but it kind of works for us. There's enough grub for them. The dairy cows are getting fed good enough as well. The beef stock are in. We've tidied up in there. We've tidied that off. Obviously, we've got some beef stock in here ready for, look at it. I know they're not flush, but they get fed on grass. But yeah, they should do pretty well. The only problem is sometimes they do lie here, the beef stock. Don't want them lying there. We'll make sure it's clean. The bed on the beds. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You get your TP merch at Tom Penn. Farm life. Loads of stuff going on. We're moving that. We can start working on a little bit of a project with that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up. You have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next one. Bye. Just want to have a look at the stock. It smells awful, this stuff, you know. God, they're bright. There we go. Everyone seems happy, which is good. It's nice and peaceful and quiet. Always, when we get stock in, we check them at night just to make sure everyone's happy. Make sure everything's doing all right. Munching lots of that grub. Seems to be a bit of bulling going on, which is good. Nice and dry as well. I reckon that's a tastier bale. It's interesting which bale goes first, because they seem to have smashed that one. I find stuff like that very interesting, the way cows behave. They're all happy, they're all peaceful. 38 in here now. There was 42 before, but obviously we took those 4 back home. There's not much in the bales, but we're going to feed them 2 bags of cake, which works out at about 40 kilos, which will just be over a kilo a head of cake just well through, which will be no problem. Good way to finish the day, that, isn't it? Happy.